Patrick-Goudreau from joyfulvegan.com and 30dayveganchallenge.com. I want to show you how to make chocolate cocoa hazelnut spread crepes, or a vegan version of a certain spread that many of us are aware of that's often served in Paris along with crepes, which shall remain unnamed here. It's a certain cocoa hazelnut spread. So I'm going to include the recipe for these gorgeous crepes in below, so you'll be able to find this recipe. It's from the Joy of Vegan Baking. But I just want to show you how it's done. Now this pan is definitely warm. It's been on the heat for a little while, and there was already some Earth Balance, some non-dairy butter in there. But I don't want to put more in. It's kind of like with pancakes. If you put too much of the butter in or the oil in the beginning, it becomes too soggy. So when you're making the crepes, you want a nice crepe pan. And if you just Google or go to any kitchen supply store and type in crepe pan, this is kind of the size you want. And it could be larger, it could be even a little smaller. Now the trick is, as you saw, I kind of swirled it, and if you do one ladle full and you need a little bit more, it's okay. You can put a little bit more in and then just swirl it. So what you're looking for when this is cooking is, you can come in a little closer. You want the edges to be a nice golden brown. And what you're doing is just kind of moving those edges away from the edge, if you will, with a nice spatula. And then you just kind of want to take a peek underneath and make sure that it's getting golden brown underneath. You can tell kind of from the top it looks a little too doughy yet. And as soon as it becomes a little more golden brown, I'm going to flip it. Now you can flip it with your hands or you can flip it with a spatula. I think it's easier just to flip it with your hands. So while we're waiting for that to cook, our spreads are so much better than that unnamed spread that shall remain unnamed. What we're using, I want to show you this one. What we're using is endangered species, cocoa spread, hazelnut. They have 3 different ones. One's the hazelnut, one's just the cocoa, and one is the almond. Now the hazelnut one is the traditional, wonderful, look, the discipline it took to not eat this before this demonstration. You have no idea the discipline this took. So this is a new jar of this endangered species chocolate hazelnut spread with cocoa, it's called. So I'm just gonna flip this with my hand. You can see, so you don't have to be afraid of like messing this up or ripping it. It's okay if the edges are a little ripped, and then just, oops, and then just flip it. I'll just pull that up there and just flip it. I'll probably let that get a little more brown too. Now I have one that was already done. So look at this gorgeous crepe. I'm gonna take our cocoa spread. This is the hazelnut spread. I'm gonna put it in our crepe, just about a tablespoonful, maybe a little bit more is fine. Now when this is warm, it will start melting immediately. Okay, I'll just put a little more, because I can, and it's delicious. Now you can serve this just like that, just don't, yeah, maybe a little more. You can serve it just like that, or, sorry, I had to do that. Or you can also put some banana slices in. And then what you do is you fold it, kind of do like that, like this, a little bit like that, and then you fold it over once, and in the traditional style, you can even fold it over a second time. And now you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous, oozing hazelnut cocoa chocolate spread crepe with bananas that I'm gonna eat right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I was in Paris many moons ago, you kind of live on Nutella crepes because you're just going to these street stands that have these Nutella crepes. So I'm going back to Paris. They're not going to have them there for me on the street. Maybe someday. But I'm going to make these for myself wherever I am, and you can too. So get the endangered species hazelnut cocoa spread and enjoy. Make these crepes, and all vegan, all good, all compassionate. Thanks everybody.